Arsenal to PSG though, that's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. To be fair, when we went 2 goals up in the first half, I was like, yo, you might have to blaze these guys. You might have to. But sometimes, you know what Arteta's on? He's on a, yo, take it easy. Do you get what I'm saying? Change the game, conserve energy, adapt according to the situation. And listen, we got the win. Clean sheet. That's 2 back-to-back clean sheets in the Champions League. Clean sheets breed confidence. Like, it's one of those ones, isn't it? Obviously, we knew going into the game, this is a PSG side without, the usual kind of like star power they or like a lure they had within the past years. But in terms of the PSG project, they're trying to construct something, something that's homegrown in terms of the talent they're bringing into the club. Like, you had Dewey, you had Barcola. Barcola's been excellent this season. I can't lie. In terms of like who I was, touting to be the danger man for this game, for me it was definitely Bradley Barcola. You know them ones. But listen, I felt like we dealt with him relatively well. Yuri and Timber on that right hand side, he's looking good. I can't lie. There was one action he did where, he was against Barcola. He wins the ball. Barcola was trying a bit of trickery as well. He wins the ball and he bursts out of the box. And then we just transitioned into attack after that. Yeah, Timber was moving mad. Unfortunately, he got taken off at halftime. Might be precautionary, maybe, or loan management. Jakob Kivia came on. Thought he did well today. We'll get on to him later. But yeah, man, listen. So, very happy with the performance. Obviously, we had the surprise inclusion of Mikel Merino, the squad. He's been going crazy now in training, you feel, because for him to come back this early is serious, man. And I think to come back this early, try and build your match fitness is important for sure, man. But 2-0, can't complain, man. Can't complain that. Champions League nights at the Emirates, we love it. We love it. We love it. And yeah, this could have been one of those games where, if you're not really up to it, you can easily drop points. And with the current Champions League fixtures, we don't yet know the consequences in terms of what's a good point, and stuff like that. How dangerous can it be to drop so many points early on and stuff like that. We haven't yet fully found that out. But listen, all we could do right now is just win all our games. Listen, I guess Atalanta, tough game. Obviously, you're away at Bergamo, a bit difficult. To be fair, I was being bad in that match with the penalty save, and we got out there with a point. Fair enough. We've built on that. Got 3 points against PSG. That's great. It's great that we were able to kind of like build on the foundation in terms of the point that we gained at Atalanta. Told them, man, about Trossard. You already know the thing, man. Bro, Trossard was moving crazy in this game. The tricks, flicks, like, he was moving mad as a number 10. And listen, in the game early on, we had the impetus. You could see we were up for it and whatnot. Bro, Trossard was just dancing past, the PSG like team on the left hand side. And I want you to look at Havertz here, man, because listen, we talk about space invading, movement. Havertz understands. He understands how to attack space. That's one of his big qualities, man. So Trossard is cooking. He's doing his work on the left hand side. At this situation, it couldn't be the easy. Let's just pass it across. Cuts in and take a couple players out. I can't lie. The cross was perfect. Just had a perfect amount of fade. Look, and Havertz is correctly positioned. Look how he's just in between Pacho and Nuno Mensch. Like, the movement, crazy. And the cross from Trossard is marvellous. Inch perfect. It means Havertz doesn't even have to do much. Because Havertz already, he's on the aerial threat. He's on the aerial threat type of game. Aerial threat type of time, and to be fair. Look, it was a brave header from Kai Havertz. I give him his credit for that. And listen, he scored a similar goal like that against Wolves. In terms of, making that run into the box, he knows where to be. And listen, 1-0 up, 20 minutes. I'm like, this is looking good. This is looking good. Like, against PSG, Champions League, everyone's tuning in. You cannot embarrass yourself. And I just felt like today was the day we needed to win. Like, I think the last time we faced PSG, in the Champions League, it ended in a draw. So I can't lie, I was looking to secure my win today. It just had to come today. And look, I can't lie, this was the one moment I was like, it's looking a bit technical. Hakimi is not just fast. Hakimi is Ramadan fast. The way he burnt Calafiori here, wow. And Calafiori had a couple yards on him, but Hakimi just stormed through. Yeah, Hakimi was a threat today. If PSG utilized it better, it could have been a technical one. It could have been a technical one, but we'll give Calafiori bypass for this one because he's still easing into the team and whatnot. Remember, Ricardo Calafiori did not really have a preseason at Arsenal. Went on tour in America, didn't play much and stuff like that. So go easy on him. I don't really want to hear he's not quite a left back and stuff like that. Are there things he could improve in his game? Of course, definitely for sure, and I think he's got the capacity to learn more and more and more. And I'm thinking, yo, guys, add a second goal. I don't care how a second goal comes. We need that breathing space because, listen, in the Champions League, you could be 1-0 up and, the tide in the game can just change. It can change. Even if you're dominating, you're doing what you can. You can get goals that happen in a run against play and whatnot. Cool. Saka's on the right-hand side taking a free kick. You got the big lads all the way at the back post. I think the back post, what is it? Looking like a, Gabriel thing again. Maybe not. Saka flashes it near post. It might nearly looks like, he's trying to get a foot on it. I don't know. He seems to dummy it. Party tries to get a foot on it. He seems to dummy it. And Donnarumma gambled with that one because he was expecting or anticipating a touch from someone. No one got a touch on it, and it just flies past him. How many times have we seen that happen to goalkeepers where it's like, the ball's coming right across the face of the goal. They don't know whether to gamble or the fact someone might take a touch, someone might not take a touch. And yeah, man, this one, it just beat Donnarumma. And yeah, it's a direct free kick from Saka. Interesting. Our last direct free kick goal was Martin Ødegaard against Burnley, I believe, 2021. So yeah, man, we haven't scored a direct free kick goal in a couple of years. And hey, if I'm Saka, I'm taking this one on a shameless thing. Them ones there, but nah, Saka on the score sheet. Now, when Yuri and Timmer went off, I was confused. I was like, what's going on? Halftime substitution? Is there an injury? So far, I haven't heard anything. Might be loan management or just be precautionary and whatnot. Cool. So Kivior comes on to play left back. Calafiori switches over to play right back. And listen, I'm going to give Kivior his credit today. He was good today. Yeah, he had like maybe 1 or 2 moments where he probably, could have avoided booting the ball back to PSG. But listen, it happens. It happens. How many times does a player have a 10 out of 10 games? Don't want to hear no agendas. Kivior was fantastic today. He was fantastic. He won his duels, a lot of them. Remember, he was coming up against, Hakimi on her right-hand side. And, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because PSG started to try to orchestrate things in that area. You saw João Neves literally going towards that area and whatnot. But listen, I felt like Kivior, he did himself justice today, man. And listen, he played well against Bolton. And, it was great for him to have, extra minutes today for sure because he deserved it. He deserved it. And listen, you need a squad of players that can contribute. Arteta had to be able to trust Jakub Kivior. Yeah, Jakub Kivior came on, they did a job. Yeah, but people like to bring up the fact, against Bayern, he got, roasted by Sane. Yeah, that happened. Well, every player gets done, I guess. Like, it's just, this is normal, this is football, right? But no way that should be an indictment on his quality. He's a great option to have in the squad. I'm happy to have him in the squad for sure, man. And he contributed today. He was defensively very strong. And yeah, man, you need players like this in your team. So listen, we've got a squad of players, that we can look at. We can be like, you know what? These are players that, when it comes down to it, they'll be ready to come on and do a job. Jakub Kivior, never hear no negative news about him. Does his job, doesn't complain. You got to give credit where credit's due. And remember, he's actually a centre-back. And he's had to fill in at left-back. Obviously, last season, remember, we had that, that crazy patch where we were just slapping teams 5 or 6. No, Jakub Kivior was played in them games and he was doing bits. So he's not... I don't want to hear conversations about Kivior like he's any guy. Jakub Kivior is a good professional. He's a good footballer. And listen, came on today, did his bits. Just needed to give him his flowers, man, because he deserves it, man. Big up Jakub Kivior. Man like Mikel Merino, I can't lie. to see him back this quickly, this one was a shocker. You see, Arteta hit the feint on journalists. Arteta's actually changed the way he does things now. Now he's like, should I leak this to the press? Nah, not really. They don't really need to know. Let's surprise PSG type of thing, you know. And listen, Mikel Marino, he's gonna need a bit more time to get assimilated. Remember, he didn't have a preseason. He won the Euros with Spain, which meant that he actually, had a very late start to preseason. Wasn't in quite a few Real Sociedad squads because of the negotiations with Arsenal. Joined Arsenal, first training session, get injured. Like, of course, he's going to be rusty to some degree. But today, I saw things that I like from Mikel Marino. He's ball winning, tackling, quality stuff. In terms of the past, we didn't really see much of that, to be fair, because the nature of the game changed when we're being penned back and whatnot. It meant that, that's just the way the game was panning out, to be fair. PSG had us under pressure. But, yeah, man, Mikel Marino, great to see him back, and we'll see him get more minutes against Southampton. To be fair, most likely be on the bench. Thomas Partey doesn't get dropped out of this team straight away from me. It just doesn't happen. Thomas Partey's been playing excellent, as of late. To be fair, you just don't drop him out. But obviously, I guess in terms of managing the minutes, I'm always like, raw. Thomas Partey's been playing 90 minutes back to back to back to back. So it's great to have Mikel Marino back, and just share the workload a bit more. I think that'll probably mean maybe Rice drop into the 8. Drop into the 6. It'll be interesting to see. But yeah, man, great to see Mikel Marino made his debut in front of the Emirates faithful. And listen, the thing is, this is what can happen. Yeah, cool. Gets to the weekend, Southampton makes an appearance off the bench as well. Gets used to things. International break. Not sure if he'll be called up by Spain. Would it be the worst thing if he was called up by Spain? Not necessarily, because he will get match fitness. Match sharpness is important, right? But then if he doesn't get called up by Spain, he has the time to train with the team and so on and so forth. So that's not too bad either. Now, in terms of the man he replaced today, yeah, Thomas Partey, he was doing up lights, camera, action. He was active today. I'm not going to lie. He was amazing. He needs his plaudits. Last game, I felt like he got blamed for a lot of things. Obviously the Leicester game, I mean, in terms of the second goal, James Justin, that's a wonder strike. Could Trossard have, pulled closer in, even though he was trying to, jog back and whatnot, because Calafiori have positioned himself a bit better. Those things could happen. First goal with Justin, I mean, the header, you're looking at it, it's like, yeah, it takes a nick off Hamilton, wrong foot David Raya and whatnot. So I'm like, I feel like the criticism on Thomas Partey was a bit harsh then. But listen, today he showed, listen, I'm the general. When the general's speaking, everybody has to listen to everything. And today he was moving like the octopus. That was his nickname, I think, from Atletico Madrid. He was, just nicking, balls away from PSG and stuff like that. And, the transition, it was smooth, it was fluid. Like, yeah, man, he was looking active today. And hey, Partey's on the thing where it's like, yo, hey, I'm not ready to move out of this team, but listen, this is what we want. We want competition, ultimately. So yeah, he played fantastic today, and yeah, looking forward to seeing how he adds onto that against Southampton. Yeah, PSG did have a few warning signs. They did, didn't it? They had a few warning signs. It was crazy. They had this one when the corner came in and header off the bar, man. Unfortunately, hey, it didn't drop down to a PSG player to tap it in, because 2-1, in the 66th minute, nature of the game changes. Emirates starts moving quiet. Parisians get louder, because the energy the Parisians had, the energy they had. But hey, yeah, man, Kai Havertz, man of the match. Yeah. We like to see it. He did these things that I felt like he was really good. Big him up. And interestingly enough, Kai Havertz has scored in every single home game he's played in this year. That's a great stat, man. That's a great stat. Yeah, defensively, we were solid today, man. I read a stat saying something like, I think in the past, 51 group games, PSG had always pretty much scored in until they met Arsenal. So listen, Arsenal, big up for that. The defence is important, man. It's so important. And listen, I love the fact that, our team is built on a solid defence. And listen, we still have Tomiyasu to come back. Zinchenko, Tierney, if he's even going to get any game time. Like, the options are just... We've got a ludicrous amount of options in defence. Even today, obviously, Calafiori had to do a shift at right back. didn't look too bad there, to be fair. So I guess it's just a case of, Arteta having to be able to try things, see what works, right? In the event that, maybe Calafiori might have to play right back. Because remember, Calafiori is not as left foot biased, as you think he is. He will use his right foot in certain situations. And, the kind of maverick he is makes sense why, Arteta felt comfortable deploying him at right back in the instance that Timber had to go off, to be fair. But yeah, man.